Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol, and this is Relationship Momentum. So what I want to talk about today is something I've seen an awful lot of, and that you have a pairing where the wife is more emotional, just as sort of a default setting, and the husband is a far more stoic, muted, relaxed, laid back, shut down, just totally motivated to keep things calm, stable, and peaceful. And I know that's sort of a stereotypical sort of women are like this and men are like that. Very clearly, men and women can be either stoic or emotional. But I'm seeing an awful lot of couples where it is, the wife is more emotional than the husband. And he's a good guy and she's not crazy. And he does a bunch of good stuff. He's helpful around the house. He's good with the kids. He has a great job. He's calm. He's stable. He's reliable. He's dependable. But he's also a little bit stoic, super calm, muted, doesn't like too much crisis, wants to keep it all even and stable, and doesn't want to really get too emotional about too much at all because that's uncomfortable. And her, on the other hand, she's far more outgoing. She has far more highs, far more lows. She has these deep feelings. And what she's really looking for is, at least once in a while, some sort of true spark of emotionality from him in order to feel fully connected. So you can look at him and say, he's doing all this great, nice guy, caring, sharing, beta stuff, but it's all in this frame of just everything is emotionally muted. It's like he's the Vulcan. He's the Vulcan from Star Trek. Everything is logical and calm and reasonable and rational. And what she's craving is a sense of emotionality. She's craving a spark of feelings, of passion, of a little bit of adrenaline, that he is feeling something for her, that he is feeling things for the family, for the kids, that he is motivated by emotions as much as he is motivated by logic. And things are, and she's going to be in a place where everything is calm, it's stable, it is objectively great. People can look in from the outside and say, oh my God, you have a picture book marriage, your family is awesome, everything is super good, I wish I had that. Because their families might be all crazy and out of control and abuse and neglect and not enough money or whatever it is. But for her, when she's looking for this little bit more of emotion, everything being perfect just makes that lack of emotionality a little more painful. And it just feels a little more out of reach. And without that emotionality, once in a while, she's never really going to feel connected because she's higher than average emotion. So she's wanting to experience higher than average emotion at least once in a while in order to feel like she's connecting. And if she doesn't feel she's connected, her libido's going to shut down a little bit. Her sex drive, her interest is going to shut down a little bit because she doesn't feel connected. So if that's you, if you're the guy in this situation, you need to loosen up a little bit. You are probably doing just fine on all the caring, sharing, beta, good guy stuff. You're probably killing it on that. In fact, you could probably do a little bit less if you, with all of that good stuff, if you were emoting a little bit more, at least once in a while. It's saying how you feel. Even things like, I'm really happy about the thing. I'm really enjoying whatever this is. This is a fabulous place to go. I really like that. And even once in a while, it's fine to share some negative emotions. This makes me mad, or I'm unhappy, or I don't like this, a little bit of emotionality, a little bit of spark, a little bit of personality, a little bit of drama. This is what she's looking for once in a while. At least at the beginning, though, I would keep it mostly positive. You don't want to overwhelm with negative. But it's real. It's fine to be a little bit negative once in a while. And if you're the woman in the situation, something to think about too is that he may really, truly love you. He is probably invested. He probably cares, but he is also motivated to try and keep this all calm, stable, and a little bit muted. And there's probably a degree of fear that if he starts being a little more emotional, that somehow it's all going to backfire, it's all somehow going to all blow up, that somehow you will reject him or not like him or not love him, or some other random bad stuff is going to happen. Because you can bet more than likely somewhere in his history, when he was growing up, when he was a kid, whatever it was, he was a little more emotional about something. And there was some sort of punishment for it. There was some sort of rejection, some sort of physical punishment, some sort of shaming. And he's learned to hide all of that stuff. So between the two of you, I'm sure you can get closer together. And this is a common thing. And it's mostly, I've seen mostly more emotional women and stoic men, but it's certainly the opposite at least once in a while too. So, and in terms of the Enneagrams, it's an awful lot of Enneagram 4 and sometimes 2, sometimes 6 of being the more emotional types, married to a 5 or a 9, the far more stoic, let's shut it all down, let's keep it all calm, even the 1s types. So that's about it. Hope you liked the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good internet stuff, and I will talk to you tomorrow.